Hello. Feeling a bit cheeky. I just watched Mike at the In-Groove on YouTube, and he was showing all his band album covers that he's got, and I have a few of them, but I thought I'd only show one because I've shown this before. It's Tad 8-Way Santa album. This is the band cover. This was a Polaroid someone found in a op shop, and they used it as the artwork, and then the people that actually in the photo saw this album in a record shop in window and complained and threatened to sue the band, so they withdrew it. It's an iconic album cover. The replacement cover is hideous. It's just awful. Just a picture of the band, terrible. But this is one of my favourite record shop. It's from Sydney in the late 80s, mainly Waterfront Records. And the one he showed is, I think, Sub Pop. This was leased from Sub Pop by Waterfront. The other story is, at the same time, I actually bought Bleach by Nirvana. Wouldn't have been the same day, but I would have bought it around the same time from Waterfront in the original shop in downtown central Sydney. And it was white. It was a white vinyl on Sub Pop. I think it was pretty sure it was Sub Pop. It could have been at Waterfront. I'm not sure. I didn't like it. That's Kurt Cobain's band. I never got them, really. I just thought they were nothing, really. They were right, but yeah, I bought Bleach. Played it once, didn't like it, and flogged it off, somewhere to somebody. And of course, that is now one of the ultimate collectibles of all time, is that very first pressing of Bleach by Nirvana. Anyway, that's one that got away. And there's another one that got away, which I'm mainly doing this to annoy Ben Rankin. Another one that got away was, I got a smile. Okay. The other one that got away was that I had the Burn My Eye EP by Radio Birdman. And I really liked it, actually. Played it a fair bit. And then I grew up in the Sutherland Shire, and so did Rob Younger. And he wasn't a friend, but he was a friend of a friend, and I'd met him a few times, and we'd sit around listen to records and stuff. But he was always a bit standoffish, and once Radio Birdman became popular, me and the friend that was the friend of him were in Newtown, a grotty suburb in West Sydney, which before it became trendy was a real rundown, student lodgings, cheap Indian takeaways, great live venue, pubs. It was a great place, Newtown. It's completely emasculated now. Millionaires Row wasn't then, not in the late 70s. And we were out the front of the Sandringham Hotel, actually, and Rob Younger came along the street. And my friend, who was the friend of Rob Younger, said, "Hi, Rob." And he just looked at us and just went like that, turned his head and walked away. I thought, you fucking asshole. This fucking bastard, it went straight to his head. He was too good to even say hello. So to get even, I didn't really do this to get even, but I sort of got turned off of Radio Birdman after that little episode with Rob Younger. And so one day I went into a record shop in Sydney, and I thought, oh, I'll swap this. I'll swap it or sell it to them. Burn my IEP. So I went in there, took it in. I said to the guy at the counter, is this worth anything for swapping for something in the shop? And he played it really cool, actually. I didn't know at the time that this was going to become one of the most collectible records ever. I didn't know. And because I was pissed off at Rob Younger for being such a snooty, up himself bastard, I just thought, I don't want this in the house anymore. And so, guess what I chose? If you see this, Ben, I chose this for you. I swapped a Burn My IEP by one of your all-time top favourite bands, Radio Birdman. I swapped it for a Van Morrison album. What do you think of that, huh? It's the truth. It's the friggin' truth. So that was a huge mistake. But at the time, it there was no internet, no nothing. So I didn't know it was going to become a collectible. And sure enough, at one stage, after I'd done the swap. Not long after that, I found out that that EP was going for hundreds and hundreds of dollars. It probably means nothing now. It's probably been reissued. So, but at that time, it was one of the most collectible records around. That Burn My Eye EP by Radio Birdman, and I swapped it for. You ready for it, Ben? For a Van Morrison record. That makes me a two-time loser. Hooroo.